Okay, it's Sunday afternoon, it's the month of March. This is Angeles City, Philippines, and I'm going to take a walk into town. I've just left my hotel in that little road there. I'll do a review of that hotel later, but I'm going to take a walk into town to see if there's anything interesting. I'll try and cut out the dull bits, of course. That's okay. Well, there's plenty going on. Plenty of bars. There's even some good little bars right next door to the hotel where I'm staying. Hello, hello. Well, it's Sunday afternoon, so the Bank of the Philippine Islands is obviously closed, but that's actually a very efficient ATM. They're all efficient here. I think all the ATMs that I've used, especially the larger banks, which that obviously is, they've all been very, very efficient and never had a problem with them. That's not true of many countries. Well, okay, now, if you'll get out of the way, if you'll just get out of the way, I will show you a very, very grand looking, very opulent looking casino. There you go. Now that has got to be the grandest, most spectacular facade of a casino that I've ever seen. I'm sure like in Las Vegas they've got grander ones than that, but it's a very, very grand looking casino. If you like that sort of thing, I don't bother with them personally. I'm not a gambling man, never have been, which is probably why I can afford all these travels. Okay, and that 7-Eleven there is the nearest one to my hotel. I reckon it's about 500 meters away from my hotel. 500 meters is a lot further than they usually are. Usually in this part of the world you get a 7-Eleven on your doorstep. But of course, 7-Elevens are great for everything. 24 hours a day, beer, everything. Okay, well I suppose overall the walk from my hotel to Walking Street, which is just beyond McDonald's there, it's probably less than a mile. I think it's more like a kilometre, something like that. And it seemed a bit of a drag, but even at night time, it's not that, there's plenty of life. It's not really that bad to walk along there. If it was a dark and lonely street, then obviously it wouldn't be safe to walk at 3 AM in the morning, but there's plenty of jeepneys around, there's still plenty of bars open. It's really quite a safe area, so there's no problem at all. Anyway, there is the ubiquitous McDonald's, the gateway to Walking Street. Okay, now I'm going to have a relaxed little Sunday afternoon stroll down Walking Street. I'm going to point the camera at me as well, so for almost all of the time, in case anyone gets funny about it, you know what I mean? As they do in places like this. But as soon as you enter Walking Street from that end, I'm gonna do something about this later. You've got Bretto's, which is a grill and sports bar, and they do an absolutely lovely steak, so I'll be investigating that one later, doing a report of that one later. But anyway, here we are, this is Walking Street. It's not very long, and it's, I don't know, it's not very, sometimes it's not very appealing either. You know, look at that there. It's rough around the edges, I suppose. That's probably a kind way of putting it. But there's still plenty of life going on, even Sunday afternoon. I'm getting some strange looks down here. Well, I'm putting the camera at me, I'm not pointing at anyone else. There we go. Not much interesting up this end. Not really. Not really a great deal of interest. You got high society there. They say something about there's a strict dress code in there. A strict dress code, but someone else told me that it's not really that bad. Even if you got shorts and trainers on, they'll still let you in. There you go. High society, management reserve the right to refuse entrance to whatever it is, yeah. It says something about, you know, dress smartly, strict dress code. But anyway, well, to be honest with you, I don't think I'd fit in there anyway. Like I said, as Groucho Marx once said, why would I want to go in a place that would have someone like me for a member? Well, said something like that anyway. Jesus, at a show bar. Bloody appalling. There's quite a few of these show bars, go-go bars. Some good ones and some absolutely lousy ones. It can also, of course, make a difference what time you get there, because what a lot of people say is that these open quite early. Some of them open about 6 p.m. I should say. And that if you get there around about that time, then that's when all the really, really tasty hot ladies are. But they quickly get snapped up by various ethnic minorities, Koreans, that sort of stuff. And basically, if you get there later on in the evening, it's all the not so tasty ones that are still available. But never mind anyway, you know, never mind. Okay, I'm past a couple of go-go bars now. Sorry if I'm showing my ugly mug too much on this camera. A few people have commented something about, Ed, your videos are alright, except for that bit where you show your ugly bastard of a face. I am what I am, okay, I am what I am. I've seen lots of uglier guys than me on YouTube. Lots of uglier fellas. Oh, I think they're uglier. Okay. So this is where the yellow bars are of the day. Some of them are okay. Some of them are okay. The thing is, they are very reasonably priced for beer. They are reasonably priced. 120 pesos. 120 pesos. What's that? That's about 120 pesos, is that about £1.70 for a San Miguel beer? £1.70 for a small bottle of beer in a go-go bar establishment. That's cheap wherever you go. I mean, really, you can't complain about that. Yeah, Philippines is generally quite a good value place. Okay. Well, coming to the end of Walking Street now. Not much happening here. Few more go-go bars. The Fields Hotel. Haven't noticed that one before. The Dollhouse. I did go in the Dollhouse. It's a little bit more expensive for the beer, but it's also very good. Actually, there are a couple of really good go-go bars, show bars here in this street. But the beer is still very, very reasonably priced. It's not really necessarily a case if you get what you pay for, because I've been in some rough and ready go-go bars where it's 120 pesos for the beer, and then I've gone to some really quite glamorous ones where the price is the same, so, you know. Anyway, Mabuhay, does that mean exit? Not quite sure what it means.
Okay, in this section of the video, I could have had one of those musical interludes, but instead, I think I'll talk a little bit about jeepneys. And now, I did read, this is the main Jeepney Station in Fields Avenue. Now, I have actually read on a website somewhere that this station can be a bit unreliable, especially if you really need to catch an urgent jeepney. Apparently you have to wait quite a while. Now, that's not good if you need to get somewhere like Dow Station quite urgently. So anyway, about these Jeeps, they were originally made from US Jeeps left over from World War II. A bit of trivia about the Jeepney name. Some believe the name comes from Jeep and knee, because the passengers sit so close to each other. Well, you know, sounds nice, but you can believe that if you want. I must admit, I like the multicoloured Jeeps best. These ones here look a little bit bland, really. Apparently the jeepney industry here in the Philippines is actually under threat right now. These Jeeps are not that profitable to build anymore. Some of the companies that build them have either gone bankrupt or turned the business to something else. Also, the fuel consumption for these Jeepneys is poor. A recent report claimed that a large air-conditioned bus, which may seat maybe 54 passengers, takes about the same amount of fuel as a 16-passenger Jeep. Well, I wouldn't like to see the end of them. The Jeepneys are part of the Philippines, Canada, and I'm all for preserving Canada in the place. I wouldn't want to see a world in which every city looked the same. This place here is open 24 hours a day. It's a bar and restaurant. Now, it must be really, really cheap inside there because, well, really, I mean, it's got the most unappealing, grimmest looking exterior of any place I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to go in there. Say that there's not much to do in Angeles City in the daytime. Well, there is a bit of truth in that. I mean, personally, I just like to have a walk around, you know, a bit of exercise. Take a long walk around town every day. But really, you know, other than take a walk and maybe visit a shopping mall, you know, for whatever you want to buy, then there's not really a great deal to do. It isn't long before I, you know, find myself wanting a cold beer. Well, at least there's plenty of that around. Did I just say that there's nothing to do in Angeles City in the daytime? Well, down those little side streets there's a few knocking shops. You can do that if you want. Girls at about 1,000 pesos for a short time. But to be honest with you, they look a little bit skanky.
Okay. Now I've come down this road here because I want to show you the Midnight Rodeo Bar. Now I've been in here and it is actually they have a really, really good country and western live band there. There's not too many live bands around here, but they are actually quite good and it's certainly packed anyway. I might pay that another visit anyway. That's a pretty good little night in there. Okay, now I'm outside Bretto's Sports and Grill Bar, Walking Street, Angeles City. And I'm going to do something that a lot of YouTube vloggers simply don't do. Whenever they're walking up Walking Street, they're taking surreptitious shots of young ladies outside go-go bars. Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing to do. But they very, very rarely report on where you can get a bloody good steak. A really good meal, and I'm talking about a seriously good steak. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head into, what's it called again? Bretto's, yes. And I'm going to have a bloody good steak. I've ate there quite a few times, and okay, let's go. I'm hungry. Hi. I've got nobody to buy flowers for. Nobody loves me.
I love you.
You love me? Well, you're the only one.
I love you very much.
Okay, fine, thank you. Good luck anyway.
Can I have food, please? Have some food.
Well, you know, I'm sure I'm very, very sad for you. I hope you get fed pretty soon.
I better turn the sound down while I show you around this bar. You know, copyright music issues, that sort of thing. Well, this bar really, really is plush. There's plenty to it. It's very, very clean, very well organised. There's seems to be, I don't know, amusement arcades, casinos, and all kinds of things going on here. It is, of course, a sports bar, so if you're interested in the latest sports, rugby, football, whatever, then this is the place. Very, very well run establishment. I like it here.
Dinner arrived courtesy of this lovely lady. Oh my God, doesn't that look magnificent? Wow, that is a ribeye steak with fries, salad, gravy and garlic bread. Magnificent. Well, not garlic bread, just bread, but God, that looks so good. I've had it before and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it all over again. Okay. Splash a little gravy over in the right places there. Yo, get in there. Magnificent. God almighty. There we go. There we go. There we go. Magnificent. Sorry, you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. Bloody good fries as well. Nice gravy, nice salad, nice everything. Yummy, yummy. This meal, this steak dinner, is so damn good that I just want it to go on forever. It's like when you're watching a really, really great movie. It's so good. I mean, you just don't want it to end. Well, that was as good as ever, absolutely magnificent. So what am I going to do now? It's left me in such a good frame of mind that I think I'll do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to have a dessert. And look what's just arrived here, my God. That is, well, it's ice cream. I don't know where the whipped cream is that I ordered, but anyway, it looks bloody good to me. Okay, the total for that beautiful steak with fries and everything. Ice cream, couple of beers, 760 is it? 760 pesos. And this lovely lady here to serve as well. What more can you possibly want? Okay, what's your name by the way?
Jovelyn, sir.
Jovelyn, that is a beautiful, beautiful name there. Lovely name. And a lovely steak dinner. Okay, I'll stop waffling and pay the bill. 760 pesos. I'd call that bloody good value.
Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this little walk around Angeles City in the daytime. Angeles is quite a pleasant place. There's not a massive amount of stuff to do of a daytime, but it's a very, very pleasant place to have a walk around of a daytime. It's fairly safe. It's even quite safe for nighttime, believe it or not. And it is a place that really, really does grow on you after a while. Definitely is a place worth investigating if you haven't been here. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. because I've got a lot more info I want to share with you. Give this video a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and all that kind of stuff. And cheers.